My young neighbor's 4 years old daughter is my husband's affair child. My husband has a 4 years old daughter, with a girl who is 16 years younger and was also our neighbor. This woman lived with her grandma, and they barely made it. Her grandma was taking care of an old lady who died, and she passed the 3 rooms luxurious flat to her. But they barely could afford to pay the bills. I knew granddaughter had a crush on my husband, but I talked to him about my concerns, and he said it's nothing, that he ignores it, and if she crosses the line, he will tell her. We do well financially speaking. My husband buys a lot of old buildings that are deteriorated, and then sells them after fixing them. The young woman who was 24 at the time said historical buildings are her passion, and he took her plenty of times with him to visit the buildings. She fell pregnant. We never asked who the father is, but we both agreed to help her with money. They eventually moved and sold the flat. They moved 3 years ago. I get a phone call last week from the grandma who was crying when heard my voice and told me the little girl is actually my husband's daughter. They moved somewhere else because my husband actually is acting like a father on his rare visits, and when the girl started to talk, they got afraid she will call him daddy. The old woman told me her granddaughter is feeling extremely guilty because I helped her the most, but couldn't call me because she is afraid of me. I went to her workplace, and when she saw me, she ran away in the back. She works in a restaurant. All the money I was giving her for a year, she accepted them, even though my husband was also giving her, without my knowledge, €1,500 per month. Just for the child. I confronted my husband about it yesterday after he returned from his daily jogging, and he didn't deny it. He said they had an affair, and the child is his. He did the paternity test. He apologized. I feel so lost, hurt, betrayed. I always compared myself to that young woman. She was and is extremely beautiful. And my husband is also lean and tall, and I gained weight. I feel like I want to dig a hole and jump in. I feel like a clown.